Hi everyone, Beth here. I'm back, and this week we're going to talk a little bit more to our professionals, our homeowners. Feel free to jump in, listen, because this may benefit you as well. But we are going to talk specifically about one particular professional group, and that's home builders, and how they can actually benefit from using HomeZada, and in turn help their customers benefit from using HomeZada. So thank you all for being here with me today. For those of you who are reviewing this later, at a later time, thank you for hanging out and learning a little bit more about home builders and how they can use HomeZada and how it can benefit both their organization as well as their customers. So the first thing we're going to talk about is exactly what a home builder transfers to a customer. And generally what they do is they transfer a lot of documents. Some of those documents are owner's manuals that the manufacturer of the different products sends to them. That's the first thing they transfer to their customers. The second thing they generally transfer is their contracts, what it takes to build the house, all that stuff. The third thing they transfer is I'm thinking about this on the fly, I apologize, is a maintenance schedule. So sometimes it's a generic maintenance schedule that they transfer. Sometimes they add some more help, but they transfer this maintenance schedule as well because they want to help the homeowners take care of this beautiful brand new house that they have. So those are some of the key areas. Some other areas that they might provide them is maybe there's some extra components that aren't paper-based, but they are maybe like a knob or some extra caulk or something like that they may have on the side that they left and they wanted to leave it with the homeowner. Sometimes they also send the homeowner paint samples and or the paint details of the house. So one of the things that, because they're doing all of this, they want to make sure that the homeowner knows how to take care of the house that they help build with other subcontractors, and they can actually manage it. This is exciting. This is easy. This is wonderful. This is a fantastic thing that the homeowner does the home builder does for the homeowner. It's fantastic. Oftentimes they submit these documents in a binder. So just a binder like a school binder, or they submit them in folders or in boxes. So I built a house, but I had a lot of owner's manuals in boxes, and all great, all Jim Dan fine, had it. But what happens when your homeowner, as a home builder, your homeowner loses this binder, or they lose these folders, or they just can't seem to find it because they've put it someplace and everything else is taking a priority now, because what they thought was important at the time and still is ongoing in a house isn't as important as, let's say, a kid's schedule or something to that effect. So they can no longer find this information, or they accidentally threw it out or something. So what happens when they need to gain access to this? They don't have it. They either have to call the home builder back, and oftentimes they call the sales office because that's where they know to call the home builder, but the home builder can't seem to remember everything, or the home builder has this documentation because they have it on file, but it's in a paper-based component and it's stored in a storage facility somewhere. And that just takes a long time to go and find that information and then bring back information back to the customer. So it is a paper-based system. It's not a terrible way to do things. Being a technology individual, I personally don't like doing it like that. I like technology. It's one of the reasons why I help design HomeZada and why HomeZada is here today, is for some of these reasons. So how can this home builder actually continue to benefit? One of the ways they can benefit is if they decide they want to use HomeZada Professional and they want to create what they call a digital home profile or a digital turnover package, because they're already turning over a set of details to their customers, then they do a couple things for them as a home builder. One, they've given the homeowner a more current version of these basically paper-based type binders. So they become more innovative and more current. That's first step. The second thing is they can actually add the contact information of, let's say, their warranty department or another department within their organization like customer service versus their sales department contact details inside the HomeZada, and then the client has access to that information immediately because they see the branding of the home builder, but more importantly, they see the contact details for the home builder, and those contacts are different after the house is closed versus before. The other thing that they can do is add all the financial documents into HomeZada so that the closing and the financial documents, so they're there right away. They can also add all of the photographs of the property and the finishes of the property. So most home builders work with several different suppliers and vendors. Maybe they work with GE, maybe they work with Kohler, maybe they work with a variety of different vendors, but they bring those into the house and they now can provide the specific details of those finishes, whether it's a Kohler faucet, and let's say that Kohler faucet in the kitchen is model number XYZ 1221. I'm making that up. Or they have a Moen faucet in their bathroom, and that's model number 20865. Don't know where these numbers are coming from, but that's just it. And they can actually provide that inside the HomeZada professional property for that particular homeowner. And then now the home builder is giving them a digital copy of these finishes, of these paper documents as it relates to the closing documents and the financial documents, the ownership documents. They can also add all the manuals, owner's manuals. They can just drag and drop something online, and that even saves the suppliers and the manufacturers from printing those materials as well. It's like a win-win-win on that subject. And I'm just a big firm believer in just being as paperless as we can. We can save some more trees and that kind of stuff. But we're also better organized. So they can implement all of those. If there's any warranties on any of the different finishes or equipment or appliances, they can also add that warranty contact details and the warranty information inside HomeZada and create an alert in their maintenance calendar to let the homeowner know, hey, this warranty is coming due. Do you want to extend it? So that's another example of the value that this brings. The other thing that a home builder can do, which some of them haven't been able to do because they give a paper-based suggested maintenance calendar, which is very generic. They can go into HomeZada, they can create a specific maintenance calendar for the specific property that they are providing to their customer. And so now that customer has a specific maintenance calendar that will alert them to when things are going to get done, meaning when either a supplier, a contractor needs to come in and do it, or the homeowner needs to do it. And it also gets everybody under warranty. So generally some home builders have a 1 year, 2 year warranty on the property. However, homeowners still have a responsibility to take care of this house. And so how can home builders help their homeowners stay on top of these details? And they can do that by adding a specific personalized maintenance calendar with alerts for their customers. It's brilliant. The other thing that they can do is they can also help set up projects for their customers. So let's say the builder is required to give a front yard landscape plus the building, but they're not required to give a backyard landscape. They can actually help set up the projects inside the system if the the homeowner doesn't know or doesn't quite know what they need for that project, so they can help set that up. We have some of those projects inside HomeZada ourselves at HomeZada, but they can also do that, which is really awesome for the homeowner because now all of a sudden the homeowner has a path to actually execute and maintain and keep the value of this property, which only benefits all the other homeowners in the neighborhood, all the other, the value of the properties, but also the value of the brand of the home builder. That's just huge all the way around. So there's a lot of different areas that this can provide benefits. The other area for the home builder where they can actually see a lot of value is, remember, I told you about the paperless activity. So home builders can now be more green. And they're doing that through, what is it that I'm thinking about? They're doing that through energy efficient appliances and energy efficient equipment, which is absolutely amazing. They're doing it in areas where there's a lot of sun by providing solar power. This is just fabulous. And it's doing a lot to save our environment and what have you, and also help homeowners reduce their cost on their energy spend. But one of the things they can also do is go green by going paperless. And when they can go paperless with their customers, that means they also do not have to have paper on their side. And so they no longer have to have storage units full of paper where they can quickly find information online, which is step one. So if they ever need anything for their customers, they know digitally where it is. The second thing that they can do is they can reduce their cost for storage units that store nothing but paper. This is prevalent in a lot of different places, but they can reduce that, which is fabulous. You know, they can now spend their money on things that are better for the organization and better for their customers. And paper storage just, in my opinion, isn't valuable to anybody. That's just me personally. I just do everything digitized, so it's important. So let me just look at my notes real quick, because you know me and my notes. I want to make sure I cover everything. Yeah, I talked about this, and I talked about that. Yeah, it seems like I got everything. So I guess I know what's going on. So that's a good thing. So I wanted to share that news and share that information this week, because there's a lot of home builders that keep asking me, how can they use the system? And what does this mean? The other thing to keep in mind, and one last tip, if you're a home builder and you build similar homes, so let's say you have a development and it has about 3 or 5 model homes, you can use the template functionality within HomeZada, and you can create each generic model home and then use that template, because you've already set everything up, and then customize it and personalize it with minor changes for each customer, because each customer may have different selections and they may have different areas of the property, but you can do all of that. And that also makes life really easy for the contractor and the home builder, because they now have templatized versions of what needs to get done inside the house and to transfer the property to the customer, which just speeds up the efficiency. And I'm all about efficiency. Myself personally, that is. And any way to make things easier on everybody and to make things more relevant is also really important to myself. And as a homeowner, I think it's important to other homeowners. So that's kind of what we can do for home builders. Home builders can actually benefit from becoming more green, going paperless, offering an innovative tool to their customers as it relates to a digital tool, moving to a digital platform, which will benefit them not only from searchable criteria and finding that home when the customer calls them, but also reducing their cost of storage for paper. And then also having the right branding and contact information inside a HomeZada solution for their customers, so that their customers know exactly who to contact after they've taken responsibility and they now own this property that the home builder built. It can also store all the different documents within the property, so there's no more handing over a physical binder. Everything is in the system, from contracts and closing docs to photographs to neighborhood specs to owner's manuals, etc. And that also helps their vendors, because their vendors no longer have to send them paper-based owner's manuals and or warranties. They can send everything digitally, which is also just makes everybody's life a whole lot easier and smoother. And then the final area is setting up a proper maintenance calendar for the homeowners to take possession of this home, so they can maintain the value not only of the exact home, but also of the neighborhood and the value of the brand of the home builder. And this all plays a role in how the homeowner can be more efficient in managing their home. So it just has a downward spiral effect and an upward spiral effect on managing all the details that a home requires, and helping everybody become more efficient, more green, get more visibility, be more innovative, and actually help that process of home management go smoother for everybody. So I hope this video was able to help you. I wanted to be very specific for the home builders because, like I said, we've been getting a lot of questions from them on how this works. If anyone has any specific questions on this video or any others, please ask those in the comments section, or ask us on a private message, or reach out to us at info@homezada.com, and we will be able to reach out back out to you and share this information. If you think this is valuable to anybody you know, or you know a home builder or any other kind of contractor that you think could find value in this, please share this. Please like us and like this video. Have a great day, and we will talk to you soon, and we'll share some more videos with you on some benefits of HomeZada and home ownership for you. Have a great day.